guys, I'm Vanessa.
And my name is Corey. Welcome to the first episode of At Home with Sagicor, where we help you get storm ready.
We're here with our friends at Carter's. We're going to be talking about roofing, windows, shutters, guttering and drainage, and so much more.
They're going to help us show you how to stay prepared this hurricane season.
Whether you rent or own, it's wise to protect it.
That's right. So I'll go find Chris, where he will help me with windows and shutters.
And I'm going to look for Neil, where he's going to give me some tips on roofing.
Hey everyone, today I am here at Carter's where I stay with my guy Chris, and we'll be discussing windows and shutters. So tell me Chris, in relation to maintenance, what's the best maintenance things that I could do for my windows?
I would tell you to make sure that the windows are closing tightly, the hinges are well lubricated, and all your sash windows are properly adjusted.
Okay, interesting. So there are windows obviously that come with a new structure, and then there are others that, when you're doing renovations, you have some retrofitted windows. Would you say there's a difference in terms of maintenance for those?
I would say no. A window is a window, so the maintenance would be the same all across the board.
So obviously purpose-made shutters are best for storms and hurricanes. If I can't afford, what would you recommend me do?
I would recommend you buy a plywood sheet, get it cut to fit your windowsill, paint it, seal it, get bolts to bolt it onto the windowsill itself, and then on the right hand side get a heavy duty tower bolt. Next, if you are not using it right away, it's best to store it, keep it off the ground, blocks, bricks, just something to keep it off the ground. Then I would say number it, label it somehow so that in case the event comes, you aren't scratching your head to find out what goes where.
So tell me Chris, how do I ensure that my shutters last?
You can follow some of the same steps I said before. Once we're out of the hurricane season and you have the shutters now, you need to make sure that they're properly painted and sealed. Remember that a plywood sheet has 8 sides. Top, bottom, the 2 sides, and then the 4 corners. The reason we say to make sure it's properly sealed is so that we can protect it from the weather and ensure it will last.
Okay, great. Okay, Chris, thanks for your time. It was a pleasure. Over to Vanessa now to discuss our roofing.
Thanks, Corey. We're here with Neil today, and he's going to tell us a little bit about roofing. Neil, tell us about the different options you have for the materials used for roofing and the pros and cons of each.
Hi, Vanessa. Here at Carter's, we have asphalt shingles, U-panel, and corrugated sheets. The advantages of having the asphalt shingles, they'll be aesthetically pleasing. The U-panels and corrugated sheets, they're more easy to exchange out in the event of a storm, and they're more affordable.
Oh, that's useful to know. So it's storm season, you have a leak. What would you recommend?
I would recommend you to get a professional, locate your leaks, then come on down to Carter's. We have bitumen products and rubberizers that you can use to seal off those leaks.
Remember guys, he said, get a professional, don't go on those roofs yourself. Neil, tell me another way I can strengthen my roof.
Well, Vanessa, you can strengthen your roof by using hurricane straps, which comes in stainless steel or galvanized. They can also be installed in existing roofs. Here we have a demo of how they are installed.
Guys, this looks very technical. I would not recommend you go up on your roof and try to install your straps. That's why you should always hire a professional. So Neil, we talked about roofing straps, we talked about leaks, we talked about strengthening the roof. So how often should I get my roof inspected?
You should get your roof inspected at least once a year. But during the hurricane season, if anything passes, it'd be advisable to get someone to check after the storm has passed to ensure that everything is in order.
Thanks, Neil. Now we're going to go back over to Chris to talk about guttering. Hi, Chris. Let's talk guttering. In home maintenance, people tend to neglect their gutters and drains. Tell me what's the importance of making sure they're kept clear.
It is important to keep your gutters and drains clear so that it will create the free flowing of water. If you have a excess buildup of leaves or anything, it will create blockage of the water. And then that will form to the pooling of water, which could go to breeding of mosquitoes.
And how often should I inspect my gutter?
You should do it once every 6 months or after a heavy rainfall.
What about in the dry season?
In the dry season, if you are in an area that's heavily populated with trees, you should look to do it periodically so that the leaves and stuff don't cause a buildup.
Thanks, Chris. Thank you to Carter's for having us. I'm going to meet up with Corey on the outside. Corey, we learned quite a bit at Carter's, didn't we?
We did. We learned about roofing, windows and shutters, guttering.
Don't forget hurricane straps. Remember to always seek professional help.
Guys, don't forget home insurance. We spoke to Sagicor General and Tara Cobham about the importance of insuring your home. Let's take a look. Hi everyone, it's Corey here again. And today we're discussing property insurance with our very own Tara Cobham from Sagicor General. So Tara, I have a number of questions for you today, so we'll just dive straight into it.
Of course.
So first question, what are some of the things that home insurance cover?
Right, so at Sagicor General, your comprehensive homeowners insurance policy, it covers events such as fires, lightning, hurricanes. If your pipes burst and it damages your property, it covers that as well. Now, in the event that you can't stay within your house and you have to be relocated, at, say, for example, a hotel, or even if you have to go to rent, we also cover your rental expenses as long as that is under the policy.
Interesting.
Yes.
So let's say I don't have my own home. I'm a tenant.
Yeah.
Is there a way that I could protect my belongings?
Yes, there is. Yeah, so what we have is something called content insurance.
Okay.
Now, we understand that the landlord is the person that would cover the actual structure, but as a tenant, then you might want to cover your own personal belongings.
Correct.
So, for example, if you have your appliances, you have your furniture, those things will be covered under content insurance. So what you would do is make an assessment and give a value of how much these things are worth, and then you submit that to us and we will cover them for you.
All right, so let's say that I do have my own home now and is damaged on the passing of a hurricane.
Right.
What should I do?
All right, so the first thing, we would like you to make sure that, everyone is safe within your household. Once that is the case, then what we would like you to do next is contact us. So that starts the claims process. So after you contact us and let us know, well, hey, my property has been damaged, the other thing we would like you to do is document this damage. Now, by doing that, you can take photos, you can do videos once it is safe to do so. And then after that, you would write a list of the items that are damaged. And we call that the inventory process. So when you do that now, you also have to put value, attached to, say, like your furniture, whatever your stove is valued at. If that is damaged, then make sure you put a value next to whatever the product is, then that is submitted then as part of your claim. The final thing we would also like you to do is mitigate the damage. If the, say, wind, this is not with a hurricane, it damages your window and the window breaks, then you can erect a temporary structure like wood to make sure that nothing else like rain or anything else blows into the water comes into the house, and that then would be not covered, but it would fall under mitigation.
So are there any other do's or don'ts that I should be aware of when actually making a property insurance claim?
Yes. I can think of 3 off the top of my head. So apart from what I would have mentioned before, then an additional do, make sure that you keep all the receipts that you would have collected when you were making any temporary fixes to your house after the storm has passed. So this would be what we would say, for example, if you buy tarp, to cover your roof so that it would stop any additional water from coming in, then keep that receipt that you would have bought for the tarp. That is a do. For the don'ts now, what we would not like you to do is don't discard of any damaged property. Is mainly because we would send a loss adjuster to your house after your property is damaged, and this loss adjuster then they would assess the damage. They would send us back a report, and that forms part of your claim as well. An additional don't make any major changes or major repairs to your house without consulting us first. So we want to make sure that whatever you do around your property, that is covered under your policy first.
Okay,
yeah.
Gotcha.
Yes.
Okay, so thank you, Tara, very much for taking some time out of your busy schedule It was very informative. It had some things in there that I personally didn't know as well.
That was good.
So I really want to say thanks. We definitely appreciate that. And I'm sure that the audience also found value in your answers as well.
You're very welcome.
Thank you, Tara, for your assistance.
And thank you, Carters, for teaming up with us.
Thank you guys for joining us on episode 1. Stay tuned for our next episode of
At Home with Sagicor.
Unwelcome visitors always make themselves known at the last possible moment. They threaten to disrupt your life and sometimes even destroy what you hold dear. You can't stop them from showing up, but you can be ready. With Sagicor General's home and contents insurance, you can recover from any havoc they cause. Visit www.sagicor.com to sign up for a quote today.